What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Stadium for the Nintendo 64. In the last episode, we defeated Lieutenant Surge in the Vermilion Gym Tower, and in this episode, we've reached the halfway point because we are going to battle the Princess of Plants, Erika, who is in the CELADON Gym Tower. Now, I think this is gonna be a bit of a step up in terms of difficulty, given the fact that grass Pokemon love to inflict status ailments on you. Well, only one way to find out if we're ready or not. Let's get to it. Our first battle is against Lass, who, strangely enough, uses only one grass Pokemon in her team. See, this is what I meant. You can't come in here with a bunch of fire Pokemon and expect to blaze your way through. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna lead off with Jolteon to get some paralysis, but just in case Dugtrio shows up, I will bring Exeggutor as well. And for backup, let's choose Starmie.
Here's the first opponent of this gym series. A decisive victory is expected.
Alright, Lass is going to lead off with her Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a normal type with the moves Rest, Body Slam, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave. So naturally I'm going to want to KO it quickly. Although I have to be honest with myself, I'm not going to one-hit KO Wigglytuff due to its sheer bulk. And it's paralyzed me. Of course it will. Well, I can't really say that I'm honestly surprised, but still, it's irritating.
What now?
Now it's going to use Thunderbolt on an electric Pokemon. I question the logic behind that attack, and I also question why I can't freaking move.
Both combatants still have
So annoying. So annoying. So now it's just gonna spam Body Slam over and over. And correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that hurt? Look at how many spines cover Jolteon's body. You'd think Wigglytuff would get some recoil damage due to poking itself. And there was an ability like that that was introduced in Gen 3. Carvanha and Sharpedo have it. I can't remember what it's called. But it would damage the opponent if Sharpedo or Carvanha would be attacked with physical move. But more on that later. Wigglytuff goes down.
What will the next Pokemon
That is a good question, Mr. Announcer. She's gonna send out her Raticate. Raticate is a normal type with the moves Super Fang, Hyper Beam, Bubble Beam, and Thunder. Yeah, that's quite the type coverage there. So I'm gonna have to switch out and go for Exeggutor since it resists both Bubble Beam and Thunder. Although it's gonna use Super Fang, which is Raticate's signature move, at least it was prior to Generation 4, when Pachirisu and Bibarel learned it. Super Fang reduces your HP by half. That's pretty much it. So it's just gonna keep using Super Fang until it gets to a point where it can KO me with Hyper Beam. Yes, that was major damage, but sadly it wasn't enough. Let's hit it with another Psychic and hope that it doesn't use Hyper... No, it goes for Super Fang again? But thankfully it missed. I'm surprised. I thought it would go for the kill with Hyper Beam. Alright, down goes Raticate. Things are looking up for me. Now the question is, what is her next last Pokemon going to be? It's going to be Vileplume. Vileplume is a grass and poison type with the moves Stun Spore, Solar Beam, Petal Dance, and Reflect. This thing can be a little annoying. It really likes to paralyze you, and then it's just gonna spam Solar Beam over and over. What? You're going for Solar Beam? I only have 97 health left. Well, In Vileplume's defense, the only other move it could have used was Petal Dance, which is not very effective against Exeggutor, but yeah! Exeggutor carried the team with only 97 hit points remaining. That's an MVP in my book.
And there goes the battle!
Now, if she does send out Dragonair, that could be dangerous because of its Thunder Wave and Ice Beam combination, and I was very lucky not to face her Dragonair. Also, it has Horn Drill, that's really irritating. But with last defeated, let's move on. Trainer number 2 is Beauty, and she's got a lot of rock Pokemon, and a lot of Pokemon that are weak to grass, strangely enough. So I'm going to lead off with Exeggutor, and I'll bring Jolteon as well. Well, actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to lead off with Jolteon and then bring Exeggutor as backup. Now, just in case one of her 2 flying Pokemon show up, I'm going to bring in Rhydon.
How will the gym's second opponent conduct battle? We'll need a strong effort to win.
We will need a strong effort to win, particularly because she's leading off with her Rhydon. Rhydon is a ground and rock type with the moves Body Slam, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Earthquake. That might sound dangerous at first, but keep in mind, Rhydon has horrible special. So those attacks aren't going to do as much damage as you would think. My biggest worry is the possibility of me getting frozen by Ice Beam, but thankfully I am faster than it. Now hopefully Mega Drain should KO it because it's quite effective. And oh, 21 HP! You survived with that little health? That is impressive. So I've got to give these trainers credit. They are certainly getting tougher as we go along. But it matters not, because Rhydon goes down.
Is it down and out?
I think my team is well suited for taking on Beauty, but you never know. Alright, her next Pokemon is Pidgeot. Not really a great matchup for Exeggutor. I'm gonna have to switch to Rhydon to deal with this Pidgeot. It is a normal flying type with the moves Sand Attack, Quick Attack, Wing Attack, and Fly.
Oh, it's Rhydon!
And it's gonna go for the Fly, like I didn't see that coming. Yeah, usually if a Pokemon has Dig or Fly, they are gonna go for it. So I'm gonna have to respond with a Rock Slide.
Combatants face each other.
So Pidgeot's gonna go for the Fly.
What's this?
You call that a critical hit? I'm sorry, that didn't look very critical to me.
Wow, that's an effective hit.
And somehow Pidgeot survived. I guess these Pokemon might have max stats after all. Now I think it is gonna go for another Fly. So believe it or not, I'm gonna go for a Substitute.
Go into battle posing.
And it was a good call because it's gonna hit me with Sand Attack.
Sand Attack.
Although that could be bad because my accuracy fell. I don't think I've explained how Substitute works. You sacrifice a bit of your HP to put up a shield that works only one time. And it flies up again, as I thought it would. But if it does get hit again, which it will next turn, then Rhydon won't lose any health. Substitute is definitely a tactical move, for sure.
But now, the Substitute took the hit.
But if you can use it right, it actually can be quite handy in competitive battling. And at long last, Pidgeot goes down. Now the question remains of her final Pokemon. It is going to be Starmie. Not a great match.
The remaining Pokemon count
so I think once again I'm going to have to switch out.
Has become one-sided.
Starmie is a water psychic type with moves Reflect, Swift, Light Screen, and Hydro Pump. This thing having both Reflect and Light Screen makes a real pain in the butt to take down.
How will
because
the
as you can
Pokemon
see,
fight?
it's now protected against special attacks. And it's got both barriers up. Why doesn't Brick Break exist yet? And then again, Brick Break wouldn't exist because it's Generation 1. And I just realized I said the exact same statement twice in a row. Hooray!
They strike fighting poses.
Now I don't know how much Mega Drain is going to do, but I thought putting it to sleep would have been the best option.
That one hurt.
Ooh, a critical hit! Well, that's good because critical hits bypass protective barriers. For once, I get a critical hit right when I need it.
Still won't awaken.
Although even if Starmie does wake up,
There it goes.
it can't really do all that much to Exeggutor. See, look how little damage that
Neither
did.
one is conceding an ace.
One more Mega Drain should do the trick. Psychic is a no-go since it's also a Psychic type. And I really don't have any other better options other than Jolteon. But I won't need Jolteon for this because Starmie goes down.
Is it down and out? And there goes the battle!
2 trainers down and 2 to go. So we only have 1 trainer left before we fight the gym leader. And this is where it's going to get tough. Because Cool Female is not to be underestimated. And that's due to the sheer diversity of moves that her Pokemon possess. I'm not 100% sure who I should send out, to be honest. Well, I think I'm gonna lead off with Alakazam. And because of her Nidoqueen and Nidoking. You know, on second thought, I think Exeggutor might be a better lead. But then again, maybe not, because they are packing Ice Beam, so I'll just stick with Alakazam as my lead Pokemon. It also should prove useful in case I need to paralyze some Pokemon. And speaking of paralysis, I'm also going to bring Starmie with me. And last but not least, maybe Tauros will be the best option for a 3rd slot. Because Rhydon is a no-go. Every single one of her Pokemon have a special attack that's super effective against it. So I think this is the best team I've got.
Here's the 3rd trainer battle with only the gym leader left after this. What kind of battle can we expect
Oh dear,
to
she's
see?
got Chansey. The announcer said, what kind of battle can we be expecting? I'll tell you what, an annoying one. Chansey is a normal type with the moves Minimize, Softboiled, Ice Beam, and Seismic Toss. This thing is a pain in the butt. It's got massive HP. It can increase its evasion. It'll heal with Softboiled. And then it's going to use Seismic Toss. Well, one good Seismic Toss deserves another, as I always say. Chansey's special stat is through the roof, so Seismic Toss really is the best option I have. And it's gonna keep up its little Seismic Toss marathon. And since I'm down to 91 HP, I need to recover.
The combatants face each other.
This could potentially be a very long battle,
Restoring HP.
because it's just gonna keep on using Seismic Toss over and over. Because Alakazam has enormous special stat. I'm gonna go ahead and, whoa, it floated! I didn't know it could do that! Oh, you learn something new every day. Maybe Chansey is secretly a flying type. As long as it keeps using Seismic Toss, I think I can still repeat the same process over and over again.
Neither one is
So I'm gonna have to use Recover and Seismic Toss alternatively.
It's restoring HP.
And yeah, even if... Oh, it's gonna go for Ice Beam now! Okay. Alright, that didn't do much damage. That did even less than Seismic Toss. Maybe I can pull this off.
They strike fighting poses.
So I'm gonna keep on using Seismic Toss over and over again.
There, it's a hit.
But yeah, it's down to 387 health, and Seismic Toss deals damage equal to the attacker's level, which is 100. And I apologize that this fight isn't more exciting, but it's the only tactic I have. So it's gonna go for Ice Beam yet again.
What now?
And unfortunately, that lowered my HP enough to the point where it can KO me, so I have to use Recover once more. This is definitely turning out to be a war of attrition, and I'm not happy about it. So it's gonna go for the Seismic Toss once more. How many PP does Seismic Toss have? I know Ice Beam has around 50, or 15, excuse me. It's got 20 uses. So there is a chance that Chansey could run out of PP. Alright, now it's down in the yellow zone. So it's going to use Seismic Toss once more. And now I'm down in the red zone, which means, you guessed it, I have to recover again.
The commands are issued. It's restoring HP.
If you've been paying attention, the only 3 moves that have been used throughout this battle are Recover, Seismic Toss, and Ice Beam. Alright, so it reduced me to 122. That's okay, I can take it. I have a feeling that Psychic might end up doing more damage, but as I said, Chansey's got amazing special, so maybe I shouldn't risk it. And it's going to go for the Seismic Toss yet again. Very strange in that it hasn't done Soft-Boiled yet. I'm kind of surprised, because that's what makes this thing really annoying. You inflict a bunch of damage on it, and then it's going to heal it off. In fact, Chansey, I believe, has the most HP of any Pokemon in Generation 1. Alright, so I've got 106 HP left. I'm gonna go for another Seismic Toss, because that's gonna reduce it to 87 HP, from which I can probably KO it. And at last, it's fully paralyzed. It took long enough. I don't know how many attacks that was, but man, that's why I paralyzed Chansey in the first place.
It's finally taken
Yeah, with the emphasis on finally.
What will the next
Jeez, that was
Pokemon be?
long. Now the question is, what are our other Pokemon? It's gonna go for Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is a poison and ground type with the moves Submission, Earthquake, Body Slam, and Ice Beam. Thankfully, much easier to deal with. Of the 2 Nidos, I would say Nidoqueen is the more defensive of the 2. And yeah, that Earthquake is gonna KO me, no questions asked. It was a good hit. But thankfully, Alakazam managed to KO that Chansey, which was my big concern.
The next Pokemon is
Alright, I think Tauros would be my best bet. Because I know Tauros is faster than Nidoqueen. And it's got Blizzard. But even with that being said, I'm going to go for Body Slam. Because of Tauros' massive attack, it should KO Nidoqueen, and it does. And it balances on his tail when it's hit. So down goes Nidoqueen.
There's only one Pokemon left in
And for her final Pokemon, she is going to send out Lickitung. So she had both of her normal Pokemon.
The remaining Pokemon
Lickitung is a normal type with the moves Wrap, Supersonic, Fire Blast, and Surf. Thank God it doesn't have Thunder Wave. Because Thunder Wave and Wrap is easily one of the cheapest combinations ever in Gen 1. And it didn't go for Wrap, it's gonna try and confuse me. It's not a bad tactic, actually. I'm gonna try for another Body Slam to see if I can weaken it to a point, or I could just completely hit myself. So it's gonna hit me with Fire Blast. That's really not gonna do it much good.
hit the weak.
Then again, it could get a critical hit and I could be severely damaged.
Neither one is conceding an inch.
Well, let's hit it with another body slam. Hopefully I can snap out of confusion. No. And in fact, I hit myself again. All right. This calls for extreme measures. I have to use Hyper Beam next turn. And my attack is gonna get cut in half because of that stupid burn. Ugh, that's irritating. Or I could just kill myself. Hitting myself 3 times in a row. What the heck is up with that? Alright, Starmie, I need you to come through for me. Now thankfully this is a good matchup because it resists both Fire Blast and Surf. But knowing my luck, Lickitung is going to try and hit me with Supersonic again. And that Thunderbolt really didn't do all that much. So yeah, Supersonic is going to mess with, or not! Okay, it could miss. I'm fine with that. Let's try Blizzard instead. It's not stab damage, but it is more powerful. You know what? I hate the Let's Play curse. Not only do I hit myself 3 times in a row when being confused, but I miss with Blizzard and Supersonic hits me. And now I hit myself 4 times in a row. So that's gonna go for the Fire Blast, which is really irritating, but even if I do get burned, I'm not worried because Starmie is mainly a special attacker. Alright,
what now?
Blizzard again, and it didn't quite KO Lickitung. Man, Lickitung is a lot more defense than I thought it did. There's the burn that I was waiting for. Well, if I can hit it with the Thunderbolt and if I can snap out of confusion, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it goes down. Well, that was quite the battle, I must say. I was very lucky that my last Pokemon proved to be a good match against her last Pokemon, but jeez, that Chansey. Oh man, that was irritating. But we can forget about that now because we have more important things to deal with. We're going to be battling Erika. And once again, she has grass Pokemon, but she also has 2 others to use as backup. I think Tauros will be a good Pokemon to lead off with, because much like me, she also has an Exeggutor. Alakazam will prove to be invaluable, but just in case that Dugong shows up, I'm gonna bring Starmie.
It's on! The battle against Erika, the CELADON gym leader and a grass Pokemon artist. Smart strategy is the key to victory.
Oh, you're not kidding. Especially considering she's led off with her Dugong and not one of her grass Pokemon. Dugong is a water and ice type with the moves Blizzard, Rest, Surf, and Body Slam. It's relatively bulky, and if it uses Rest, it'll fully recover its HP in exchange for going to sleep for 2 turns. Now lucky for me, I resist Blizzard, and I can strike back with Thunderbolt, so this Dugong theoretically shouldn't be much of an issue. Alright, that was a sizable chunk, so that's good. Oh, it's gonna resort to Body Slam. And watch me get paralyzed after repeated body slams. Because I guarantee you that is going to happen. Oh, she's gonna switch! Alright then. She's gonna go for her Vileplume. Vileplume is a grass poison type with the moves Stun Spore, Petal Dance, Mega Drain, and Body Slam. And thankfully, somehow, Thunderbolt paralyzed it. I'm gonna go ahead and switch as well, because if she can switch, then I can switch. Yeah, the gym leaders have definitely been getting more crafty in their strategies.
Oh, it's Alakazam!
I have faith that Vileplume won't stand a chance against Alakazam. So we'll see how much a Psychic does. I don't think it'll KO it in one hit, but it will come pretty dang close. Although maybe a critical hit will do the job. You never know. Sometimes I actually do get critical hits when I need them, which is a nice change of pace, I must say.
Pokemon be?
So is she gonna send out her Dugong or her last Pokemon? No, she's gonna go for her final Pokemon, Clefable. One of her tougher Pokemon to take down, I would say. Clefable is a normal type. It is armed with the moves Thunderbolt, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Body Slam. That is some insane type coverage that it's got. So you'll need to be careful. The best I can really do is to just hit it with Psychic over and over again and hope I can weaken it enough. Even better, KO it. Alright, it's paralyzed a second time. Why wasn't Chansey paralyzed this much back when I was fighting that cool trainer? I don't know. But I'm not arguing with my results now. A critical hit again, and down goes Clefable. I am having much better luck against the gym leaders than I am their trainers. I don't know how that works, but that seems to be the direction this playthrough is taking. Okay, her last Pokemon is Dugong. Now just to be safe, I'm gonna paralyze it, knowing full well it can strike back with Body Slam.
What's this?
Alright, now that it's paralyzed, hopefully things should be a little easier. Now watch it paralyze me. Oh, I called it! How did I know that was coming?
What a furious battle!
Alright, well, even though Alakazam is paralyzed, it's still done its job admirably.
What now?
Have I mentioned the brilliance of Alakazam? And it gets a third crit!
Going down!
Oh my gosh! Alakazam, you are my savior! Not a single Pokemon was KO'd, and Alakazam essentially took down all three of Erika's Pokemon. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. And with that, we have cleared the CELADON Gym Tower, and we received the key from Erika and opened KOGA's Tower. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Stadium, we are going to tackle the Fuchsia Gym Tower that's headed by KOGA. See you guys next time. Hey, did you like what you saw? Then be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter for updates on my videos. Also, do you want to record LP videos like me? Then check out my kit page for my go-to equipment for recording.